Hello everybody, I'm Aquilla Fleetwood, and I kind of want to show you something about my metal detectors. This is my DI 6000 Pro. I got this back in maybe the late 80s. You can kind of see the visual identification meter, VID meter right there. I don't know if you can make all that out, but it means something. And then you just begin by turning it, of course there's off, and turning it on. See the triangle? Okay, then I can kind of turn this down just a little bit where it's barely humming. And I'm not using the headphones, just, I do when I hunt, but I want you to hear it. So this is a sweet metal detector I bought many years ago. Now let me show you these over here. This is my 6000 Series 2 I bought in 1981, and this is a Series 5000 bought in the 90s, and I have 3 metal detectors, and they're all a lot of fun. And even that one, I found many coins with this here. I used to live out in West Texas, and they had those El Paso natural gas camps and then parks, and I found innumerable wheatback, silver. I found rings, gold rings, silver rings, all sorts of things. And I had a house in Kermit, Texas, and unfortunately it got broke into, but that's fine. Somebody stole most all my stuff. But I do have this here with a bunch of the wheatback pennies, and even if you look down at the bottom, there's all sorts of marbles down there. Well, of course, the metal detector doesn't find the marbles, but out in West Texas, it doesn't rain much. And I would look at those old El Paso natural gas camps all over that part of the country. West Texas, Kermit, Texas is about 45 miles west of Odessa. Then southeastern New Mexico, around Jal, New Mexico, there's all sorts of camps and places to look. And when I am looking, since they abandoned those camps, all the grass had just died off, you know, and it's just sand. And I picked up marbles by the handful, just while I was metal detecting. And every once in a while, I would find a marble in with a coin. But let me kind of show you what it does. Let me click this little button right here, make sure it's ready to go. There's a little button right under it, silver button there. You can barely hear it humming. And then you see where the meter's standing. So let's run this over this. Okay, now that's a quarter. So it's pointing to that right there says a quarter. See? Okay. So then I reset it again. Click it to reset it. Now let's try a dime. Hear it? Meep, meep. Of course, like I say, I wear headphones so I can get those deep ones. And of course, there's not much difference between a dime and a penny. If it sounds real clear, you dig it. Matter of fact, a silver dime will go a little bit higher than this clad dime. Just like a wheatback penny, or you know, these newer pennies sound weaker. And a wheatback penny, before they started making them out of cheap metal, will go a little higher on the scale here. But you can see there's pull tabs. I found tons of pull tabs, foil, junk. When in doubt, always dig. That's kind of the rule of thumb. When in doubt, always dig. Because here the other day I found a very nice 1946 Mercury dime, and the sound wasn't quite right, but it sounded like there was something good in there with maybe some junk close by. And I dug it up, and sure enough, there was a extremely good shape 1946 Mercury dime. And of course, here we got a nickel, and then we just like that. That's when you see a nickel kind of shows tab 2. But it's pointing there. But when, like I say, when the rule of thumb is always dig if you're in doubt, because you know you might as well get it and get the junk out of there. I also always use one of these nail pouches here, and I carry the junk out because I might want to look over it again And just out of respect, if somebody else comes by later and wants to look, if we'll all carry the junk out and throw it away, I put the good stuff in one side of the pouch and the junk over here in the other. It saves a lot of time of having to re-dig up junk all the time, because there's all sorts of junk metal. This thing is not 100% perfect by no means, but it's a very good indicator. And I will turn that off before I run the battery down. And it's just a good idea to carry the junk out with you. Anyway, this is my 6000 Di Pro, and I really do like it, and I've had a lot of fun, and I've dug up many a wheatback penny and mercury dimes. Let's see, I've dug up a 1920s half dollar, Standing Liberty quarters, 1925. I've just found a lot of coins. No telling how many mercury dimes, even though, like I said, somebody broke into my house and got into my safe and lifted me of most of it. But those type of things happen. Anyway, I hope you enjoy these. It's a fun hobby. It's kind of like arrowhead hunting out in West Texas. When you pick up an arrowhead, that means less for it. Well, everybody and their dog's been looking. And just like arrowheads are more difficult and more difficult to find out in West Texas and New Mexico, these coins, they're not being replaced, at least not with the silver ones, just the clad type. But it's a fun hobby to get into. You have a great day.